What's going on, YouTube? My name is Edward. You are now tuned in to Civic Dad. So in today's episode, we're going to be doing some general maintenance, starting with this guy. What? We're going to be doing the front wheel bearings on the driver's side and passenger side, as well as replacing the hub assemblies. So without further ado, let's quit wasting time talking and just get into it.
You're goddamn right.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take off the axle nut using a 32mm socket and a breaker bar. Again, we are working on the wheel bearings and the hub assemblies on our 98 Civic CX. Unfortunately, the wheel bearings on this vehicle have seen better days.
That's what she said.
If I had to guess, I'd say these are probably the factory wheel bearings that came on the vehicle. No surprise there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start by removing the axle nut, followed by the caliper and the rotor. Right. So to remove the caliper, there are two bolts on the rear. They are 17mm. Once you remove those, the caliper should break free without any issues. All right, now to remove the rotor, there are two Phillips head screws holding it in place. What I actually did was I took a ball peen hammer and I hit both of these screws. What that does is it kind of mushrooms the screw head a bit and keeps it from stripping. From there, you can use an impact driver with the appropriate Phillips head bit and impact it, and they come right out. Once you remove those screws, your rotor slides free. I said, ooh. Okay, there we go. So we got our caliper suspended. We have our rotor off. We basically have everything out of the way at this point. So what we want to do is we want to remove the knuckle from the lower ball joint, the lower control arm, and work on getting this hub assembly removed. Like that. Tap the lower control arm with a hammer, just like we previously did. Tap the upper knuckle, so it works itself through. Your hub assembly is removed. So from here, we can actually start working on getting this wheel bearing and this hub assembly. Okay, so in this case, we're going to be using a 27mm impact socket. That's what we're going to be using to basically knock this hub assembly out. So, finally, after 5 hours of wrestling with this,
6.5 hours later,
we finally got the hub assembly removed and the bearings as well. At least from one side anyway. We are currently working on this side, and what we're going to do is we're going to remove the bearings, clean the knuckles, and get ready for installation of the new hub and the new bearings. So you're renting a tool like I did from AutoZone or your local parts store, you're going to want to make sure your plate is the exact same diameter as your bearing's outer race. Anything smaller than that, you run the risk of blowing out the insides of your bearing. And when that happens, your outer race will be stuck in your hub, and then you'll have to find a way to actually get that out. So I would recommend getting a plate that's the same diameter as your outer race. That way it pushes the bearing all the way out, and in the long run makes less work for you. All right, and there you have it. You saw the removal of the old hub and bearings, as well as the installation of the new hub and bearings. Honestly, the job wasn't too bad. if I had to say, the worst part of it was getting the hub out. That had to been probably the hardest part of this whole job. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And to all my subscribers, thank you so much. You guys have no clue how much this means to me, that I can put out content that makes you guys want to subscribe to me. It really means a lot. The job, like I said, it wasn't too bad. It was pretty easy. It was very time consuming. I started this job around 8 in the morning, and I just finished up. Everything got buttoned up, as you saw. Everything got reinstalled, tightened down, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This just goes to show that you do not need an elaborate amount of tools to get the job done. You surely don't need any high-end tools. You can use tools, anything from Harbor Freight, Walmart, AutoZone, Snap-on. It doesn't matter. As long as you have the tools to do the job, that's all that matters. I'm nothing but a backyard mechanic. Everything that I've learned on my own and watching friends. And honestly, as long as you have the tools to get the job done, that's really all that matters. And you do the job to the best of your ability. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. That helps me out. It gets me across the algorithm, and it gets more people the opportunity to see these videos. Again, thank you so much. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.